What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
What's up, everybody?
It's Thursday, so you know what that means.
Brother Empowerment Day.
And if this is the first time that you have been watching, Brother Empowerment is actually a show where brothers uplift brothers. We help brothers break through without breaking.
Mm-hmm.
So before we get into our lovely guest, as you can see, look, I had to pause. So many thoughts. My lovely guest, as you can see,
got a whole gallery
right
today.
Bro, how was your week?
Yeah, my week has been chill, but it's also been like really weird too. You know, I've been doing some writing, and I've also been just
writing.
Yes, I've been writing. Yes, I have been writing. So I've been journaling stuff, and I've also been doing some other writing, and I've also been setting up my space so that I can do some artistic creating. So it's been I've been preparing. This week has been one of preparation. That's all I'm going to say. But it's been a pretty good week.
Hold on, you went over artistic creating. What's the artistic creating part?
Just the artwork, man. Pencils and charcoal and stuff.
Drawing, sketching.
Sure.
Got it.
Sure. Yeah. So
got it.
But yeah, it's the weekend started off a little sad. For those of you who don't know, my grandmother, her birthday is August the 16th, and she passed away in December of last year. So this is the first birthday without her. And so it was a little rough. I woke up feeling like pretty bad. However, it ended up being a good day because my mom was in town and I got to see my nephew, my sister, and her and Uncle Marcus. So we all got to hang out together, and it ended up being a great day. So, you know, it wasn't too bad, but the rest of the week after that has been pretty good. So what about you, bro?
Well, this week for me was a rough week. Well, actually, yesterday and today was pretty rough.
Mm-hmm.
It started off okay, but you know, I'm looking for a job.
Yeah.
Looking for a job is like having a job.
But no
and on top of the job, it's like you're not getting rejected, or you're getting rejected, or you don't hear anything back. People love you, and then all of a sudden something crazy happened. I think I just experienced too many rejections.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, and then the other thing, those people who call themselves motivating you,
not motivated.
It's like draining. They're like, you gotta have faith. I got faith.
Yeah.
I ain't got patience.
Right.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
And people get on your nerves and telling you should do this and you should do that and you should do this and you do it.
Yep.
Leave me alone. And so I just got in a bad mood.
Yeah.
I was in a bad mood. And so yeah, I was in a bad mood. So when I was in a bad mood, that's what I did. I carried my butt to sleep. And then I ain't talked to nobody until today because I said I gotta get it right. So that's why these people are here, because I know I'm gonna laugh.
Of course. This is a whole Queens of Comedy right here.
Well, would you introduce this lady over there at the top right?
Okay, the top right, for those of you who don't know, is my little big sister, my arch nemesis, aka one of my best friends, but I can't call her my friend because she's really family.
No, I'm the stop playing.
She is.
Get it.
She is one of the closest people to me in life ever, Lupita, aka Lance. I have a nickname for her, but I'm not going to say that on here because nobody else calling her that. Okay, he said it, but yeah. So, but yeah, I love her to life, and she is my family, my little big sister.
And she has by far the most beautiful teeth I've ever seen in my life.
I have to agree.
Thanks.
And then, so at the bottom left is my female best friend. For 20 years, I used to call her my god baby's mama.
Yeah.
Because I don't have any sons of my own, but I do got two godsons, Aaron and Ian. And I can't believe Aaron is 21. I don't know what happened. Considering I'm still 19, so I don't know what happened. But yeah, Ian we had together. We literally just had him together. But that's my female best friend at the bottom. Orvis, Yvette, Brown, Mills.
The whole government. Wow.
Yep. Her name's Sean. She's spoken for. You want to introduce Miss Misha, or you want me to introduce Miss Misha?
You need to introduce Miss Misha. Or can she introduce herself?
Miss Misha, what you want?
Yeah, what you want to do?
I want to be introduced too. It's
Okay, everybody's best friend. Everybody loves one of the baddest makeup artists on this side of the planet. She'll give it to you raw. She'll give it to you straight. She will drink and cuss you out at the same
And
time.
she will steal your fans.
And be classy with it the whole time. She is a vampire because y'all don't know how old she really is. She only 23 looking. But our friend, Miss Misha Davis, Blush Davis, follow her.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to keep up with her, because she be like, man, you be competing with these young girls can't do nothing with you, Miss Misha. Oh, I can't hear you.
I'm sexy classy. Can you hear me?
Turn that volume up.
Yeah.
Turn your volume up.
I said I'm sexy classy.
Okay. We feel it.
Yep.
We feel it.
And country. Throw that in there, though.
A little.
You gotta do that today.
Man.
Or just get your best friend.
She country too. We from Augusta.
Yeah.
Well, she from Hepzibah, so
What? Say it again.
I'm a little bit more civilized than her. Hepzibah. Highway 88.
Don't do that.
Scenic
Don't
route.
find yourself a problem for them. Don't do that.
I never heard of it. Never, ever, none of that. But
Hepzibah.
I never heard of it either. What's the fast food restaurants down there?
None of y'all read the Bible. None of y'all read the Bible. It's in the Bible.
Got me there. Got me there.
Or they got Whataburger down there. What else down there? Y'all got KFC.
I love Whataburger.
I don't know. It's Whataburger and Whataburger.
No, Whataburger with the A. Whata.
Right, but then it's Whataburger with an H too. We have both of them.
Never heard of it.
That's like in my mama's hometown, they got McDonald's and then they got McDonald's like the grocery store.
Oh wow.
What is that? I don't think that exists.
Yes, they do.
A McDonald's grocery store?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Never heard of
They
it.
sell hamburgers too.
Where's your mama from?
Junction City, Louisiana.
Oh, okay. So technically you're really Southern.
No.
Yes.
I'm from the West Coast, born and raised.
Southwest.
Nope.
Southwest. That's where you from. You know what I just realized, bro? I ain't pull up any of the comments.
They're right there.
I mean, any of the topics.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
The backlog.
Yeah, so you read the comments while I go look up the topics.
All right, so let's see. So we got your wife, aka my sis, is on. Hey, sis. She said, hey, y'all. Deshaun is on. What's up, Deshaun?
What's going on, Deshaun?
We got Rashia is on. What's up, Rashia? We got Bruce is on. What's up, Bruce? Tamara is on. Was it? I forgot. Excuse me, Tamara. Tamara's on. Tamara. Yeah. Whoops.
How do you correct yourself wrongly?
Yeah. No. Yeah. We gonna omit that part. Stevie G is on. What's up, Stevie, bro? Julius is on. What's up, bro? Sean Stewart is on. Let's see. We got Sharia. We got Miss Joy is on. Mac is on. What's up, Mac? We got Adrian Raglan's on. What's up, Adrian? And let's see. Yvette Casey, my coworker, is on. What's up, Yvette? So that's all I can see for right now.
Hey,
oh, my man Tommy White is on. What's up, Tom?
Okay, dog. I forgot. We had so many topics backlogged. We didn't even put any new ones out. But I thank all the great people who did do topics. But since we got Lenance on too, though.
Yeah.
Her topic is, why doesn't Cordell listen?
Wait a minute, yo. Really?
Why doesn't what?
Why doesn't Cordell listen?
Well, I'm confused as to what makes her think that he doesn't listen.
Cordell. To give a scenario.
Well, look,
you trying to say I don't listen. You tell us.
Cordell, I was trying to have your back, baby. I said, well, what makes her think that he doesn't listen?
Yeah.
And look, said it's because it's you. Okay.
Okay. A reason I didn't want to put his business in the streets, but a reason he doesn't listen is like, say he has a female friend, right? And he comes to me for advice.
Juicy.
Oh no! Why are we talking about this?
And I tell him like, oh, this is about to happen. Why? And he say, no, she knows. Nope, it's not gonna happen. Blah blah blah. And then like a week later, he comes and he's like, yo, that's what she did. And I'm like, I told you she was gonna do that a week ago, and you was like, no. So I feel like I've done that like over. I'm not gonna put your business out, but too many times, and it's just like, dude, I'm trying to tell you stuff that you don't listen.
So she said for 15 years you haven't been listening.
So what I'm gonna say in my defense,
You don't listen?
no, I'm not gonna say that. Is one, I tell her when she was right, and I also say, hey, look, yeah, you did say this, but I did this anyway.
Out of 10, how many times am I right?
I mean, you've been right like a handful of times.
Oh,
A handful
really?
of 5
That's
times?
5. So
In
are we
15
gonna
years.
lie, or are we gonna lie a little bit?
Now
He say every 3 years you correct.
I'm saying 9 out of 10 times I'm right.
Well, I'm not gonna agree with that, and that's a discussion. We don't even got to go there. But you've
We're
been
gonna
right.
talk about it off topic.
You have been right several times. I will say that. I'm gonna give you that. You've been right several times.
And you kind of put my point because you wasn't gonna listen to that. He said he ain't trying to hear that. You've been right a couple of times. Point proven. So why don't you listen,
I do
Cordell?
listen. I listen to what she says.
You just don't care.
I mean, sometimes I just do something else. So listen doesn't mean, but I do listen though. I listen intently. I'd be like, yes, I hear what you're saying, and I'm taking that into consideration and all that. So I listen. I do listen.
So I guess your next question is gonna be why isn't Cordell obedient?
Yeah.
Why is he what?
Why isn't he
Was Cordell
obedient?
a topic of discussion tonight?
No, it's just been an ongoing joke.
her joke that I don't listen, but let her tell it.
Look, cousin Antoine on, y'all.
She don't listen either. What's up,
Mission,
Antoine,
because of
man?
you, he became my cousin.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Jay's haircut is sharp. That joint is
It
fresh.
is very nice.
Yeah, freshie.
Oh, thank you. I did a little something. Because now that I'm losing weight, I can do like skinny people haircuts. Because when you big, you can't do them. You can't do them skinny people haircut. You look like a turtle.
A turtle.
You ever seen them people when they try to do them like give me as much width as I can on my head?
Yo, Jay, why?
You look like a turtle. So y'all know what I'm saying? When you see them people with when I was bigger and I had a mohawk, I look like a turtle.
I had to go back and look.
Go back and look.
Send me a picture. I need to see this.
I never thought you looked like no turtle.
I look like a nice old turtle.
No, I disagree.
Look.
Because you can't change that with a haircut. Once you look like a turtle, you always look like a turtle.
You can't change it because if you one of them people that don't gain weight in your head, like them people that when they gain weight, their head's still little. It's like the people that can't lose weight in their head. Some people, don't you? Head just be big their whole life.
No. Okay, I do.
I do.
I know you and my family. That's why I was just saying that. So the first topic is.
No, we did that one already.
We didn't do this one?
We did.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. People that are okay with mistreating others, but complain when they're mistreated.
Ladies first.
Oh, ladies first. Orvis, go ahead. Orvis said I looked like a turtle when I had that mohawk when I was bigger. See, look. So, Orvis, what do you think about this? We kind of talked about something similar already today.
Okay. Can you repeat the question?
The topic is people. So
people mistreating people.
So the topic.
What did you say?
People who are okay with mistreating others, but they complain when they themselves are mistreated.
Okay, I think all that narrows down to selfishness. I want what I want when I want it. Mm-hmm. That's the moral of the story, if you ask me.
But
That's just the bottom
create
line. There's
boundaries,
not
people
much flow
can't do that.
behind it. You know,
Hold on.
I mean,
Hold on. What you said?
selfishness.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And you said
I
what?
agree with her, but if you create boundaries, people can't do that to you.
Well, the problem is this person created a jurisdiction of mistreating. And so they can't establish boundaries like, you can't mistreat me, but they can go around mistreating you.
Mm. It's still selfishness. They
I
may
say,
have, they may, go ahead.
No, go ahead. They may what?
They may have tried to establish that relationship of selfishness or, you know, treating me badly, but that doesn't mean I have to sustain that type of relationship. It's selfishness. Just
Speak
me.
for us.
What I think.
Yeah.
It's pure selfishness.
Mm-hmm.
Come forth with the word. She said, I got one thing to say, selfish, and that's it. The bottom line is selfish. How you gonna open up a conversation and close it at the same time?
I mean, because it's really no flow. If it either it is or it isn't, right? That's just what it is. Yeah. Because we are in a popcorn type of world. I want what I want when I want it. It's good for me, and everybody is always selfish. Even when people die, the first thing you say, "Oh, what am I going to do?" You know, I. It's all selfish.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good.
Agree with Or take I out the picture.
Yeah.
Stop making it about you, because it has nothing to do with you.
Yeah. What's up, Uncle Marcus?
Uncle Marcus said, "What's going on,
Hey,
Uncle Marcus?"
Uncle Marcus.
But Cordell don't listen. See,
what you talking about? Don't do that.
We back on Cordell.
Yeah. Cordell, see, you should know how bad they treat you.
Look at Mama.
Where my mama?
I said, look at Mama. I know where your mama.
Oh, okay. Including me, like I'm supposed to just be left out on the curb. See how Lord, have mercy, Lord.
Because now she said, chew bricks, forget their feelings. Oh well, get what you put out.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that either, though.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
Get what you put out.
No, I don't believe that. No. Okay, let me clear it up for you. What I don't believe in is just because you give me some bull, I don't have to choose to give you the bull back.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've started reprogramming myself where even if I get cut off in traffic, instead of calling them that stupid SOB I would have called them, it's now turned into God bless you.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to elevate me. And if I focus on elevating me, because I'm nasty. I used to be real nasty. So I have to do it a little different.
Or because I like you already.
She's still nasty.
Well, I think in Antoine's defense, I think that is not that us dishing it back out, is you just never know when it comes back around how you're going to receive it. So it may not be necessarily you that's going to react to how they issued it to you. It may be someone else. I do believe what goes around does come around. Yeah. I believe that it may not be necessarily me, but it may be the next person, because everyone is completely and programmed completely different. So I do believe that. So, if you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen.
And then don't get mad when a person reacts a certain way, because for every reaction there's an equal or opposite reaction. So whatever you got is just what you got.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I definitely think that when you offend someone or you mistreat someone, you can't dictate how they respond. So I always use the analogy: if you stab me and I blow your head off, you can't say that was too much because you mistreated me, and I want to make sure you don't do it again. And I want to make sure you get the message that this will not be tolerated.
Like last week when you got punched in the eye.
Don't let him lie to y'all. Do not let him lie to you.
He was about to punch me in the eye.
I didn't. First of all, I'm a Leo. Leos either do or they don't. So we don't try anything.
I had the advantage. I had the bob and weave.
So I didn't try to keep saying that. But on topic.
Oh, you see?
On topic, what I would say is that too, when it comes to people who routinely mistreat other people or people around them, there's usually some context to that. Either they have an environment that lets them, that enables that, or they have people around that enable that, or you know, people that mistreat other people or, you know, offend other people routinely first, they generally are some people that are really hurt on the inside. And so because that manifests outwardly, because they're soft and squishy and hurt on the inside. And
that doesn't make it all right.
Who said, wait, no, I didn't say it was all right. I said that might be some of the context to their behavior. No one said it's all right. No one said you got to take it. None of that. I said that is something that might add some context to their behavior. But yeah, definitely, like Misha said, there's no telling when that's going to come back around. So it's best to, like Adrian said, be accountable for that and to, you know, check that.
I ain't even made it to her comment yet.
Excuse me, my bad.
Look, how you gonna be? See, y'all, he just messing up the viewer experience.
Yeah.
Yvette said some people have very unhappy lives or situations and don't realize how they treat people, but they always claim to be the victim.
Yep.
I did a post about that.
Yep.
He is absolutely right.
Have been checked.
Yep.
Behavior left unchecked gives people the freedom to believe that they can continue to treat you that way.
Okay.
And then Adrian, hey Adrian,
Hey.
I think at some point we have to be accountable for how we allow others to treat us, to Lana's point.
Mm-hmm.
So if we notice we aren't being treated right, it is our responsibility to leave the situation, no matter if it's friends, family, an employer, a relationship.
Correct.
Exactly.
I have to agree with her in
Cousin Antoine said, you can't put out negative energy and expect the opposite.
Right.
Match energy with energy.
Rick said,
Hurt people for sure.
Exactly.
Look, Misha, look, here go your fan again. You're already in the family, Antoine. You ain't got to compliment all the time. Now,
seriously.
I do agree, like, you do have to check a couple of things first. Like, first, you got to check, like, are you mistreatable?
Mm-hmm.
Meaning, just what Adrian said, like, are you a person who puts yourself in situations to be mistreated? Because some people like any attention, and they do like, man, I can tell you some of the people we talk. Oh, you got something to say?
I don't necessarily think that you have to put yourself in that position to be mistreated. However, if you keep forgiving a person, knowing that they're mistreating you, then you're not creating that boundary to say, hey, I gave you a chance one time. But it's like, I'm going to smack you in your hand. If you do it again, next, I'm going to smack you in your face. So I got to remove myself from that situation because I'm not going to let you take me out of my element. So if somebody wronged me one time, I'm not giving them a chance to do that to me again. It's you out.
Right.
So you have to create that space.
Right. I agree with that. And I will say to your earlier point, if you keep forgiving them, are you not putting yourself in a position to be mistreated?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not even saying that. I'm saying people who are attracted to the same type of people. To Adrian's point, like, for some strange reason, they seek out people who have similar behaviors.
Exactly.
Whether it's a mate, whether it's friends, whether it's employers, it's like they seek out damaging people because damaging is a form of comfort because that's what they know. And like Yvette said, hurt people, but I'm gonna clarify that. Hurt people who don't know that they hurt and refuse to be healed hurt people. Because all of us have been hurt, but we don't go around here damaging people just because we're hurt. But there are some hurt people who don't even know that they hurt, and they give hurt advice and start hurt movements. Calling it activism, and it's not really activism. It's really just lashing out.
Hurtism?
Yeah, hurtism. So it's a lot of those things that take place. And so you can say you don't like certain scenarios, but also you can't be around here having a welcome mat and throwing a welcome party every time you see a damaging opportunity to run forward. And people don't realize that. Like, we say, hey, get out of that situation. They'll get out of that situation and jump right on into another situation very similar. And then they'll say it's everybody else. You do have to take a moment to say, okay, now who's the common denominator?
Yes. Say it again, man, please.
What part?
The common denominator.
Who the common denominator?
Yep. If you have 10 bad, crazy interactions, Can't blame everybody else at that point. That's
I also think
statistics,
that
math, everything.
People will do what you allow them to do to you.
I totally agree, but I also think that you have to address the behavior. You need to address the behavior. If you don't address it, then how does it get fixed?
Right.
You know, it should be a conversation. If it's continuously, should be a conversation. And like Lupita said, if I have to continue to have a conversation about the way that you're offending me, then that means that I need to sever the relationship for my sanity. Because I don't have time to be cussing people out.
Yeah. One thing I heard it from my mama is that all right now, and what we not all right now happening. We done had enough, and let me tell you what we're not gonna do.
Yeah.
We're not gonna participate in this type of, you know, exchanges. And here's the thing, guys, you don't have to be angry to set boundaries.
Right.
You don't have to be acting no or nothing.
Yep.
Because I have dealt with some people very nicely.
I have something to say. I've seen a quote that says, matter of fact, let me get my phone because I don't want to misquote it. Hold on.
Well, she's taking a break. She'll be back momentarily.
What I will say too is that Uncle Marcus put up a status probably about a week and a half ago that said that if someone claims to care about you, it shouldn't take them more than one time after you say that you don't like something for them to not do it anymore. If they continue to do it, then they obviously don't care about your feelings.
Misha, get out that makeup.
I'm not, let me tell you, I'm recapping. So I'm multitasking. I'm recapping. Go ahead.
We hear you, but we hear you. It's not quiet.
I'm down in my dining room.
But it's clicking.
Oh, okay.
What's the quote?
It says, y'all so used to people being indirect that clear, direct communication is aggressive. And I agree with that. And Cordell gets mad at me all the time because I will always let you know what you won't do to me. Because I'm going to let you know straight up what you will and what you won't do. Because if I don't create that boundary, then you'll do whatever you want to do. But if I let you know, you can't come in my space and disrespect me and not know that there's not going to be a problem.
I don't actually.
But he takes it as confrontational, but I take it as I'm creating my space.
I don't actually get mad at you for that. So let's not don't misquote me. So I don't get mad at you for that.
I will say this too, like, you know, with my friends, I have a very small circle of friends, and this one particular friend, I offended her in a way, and she sat down and had a conversation with me on the way that it offended her. So I'm mindful of that. So that means I'm not going to cross that bridge with her. I already know where to go and what to do. And because I value our friendship, I'm not going to do what offended her the first time. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Because you care.
She and I can have that conversation now. We can look back at it and laugh. But I was like, no, it was a learning experience. But again, you can't expect change if you don't address it.
And what do you do, Misha? You what her friendship? You what her friendship? Exactly. And people miss that part. Somebody has to value you to appreciate your opinion of them. If they don't value what you say, then it's like, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. But if they care, then they'll adjust. And that's what a friendship is. It's a lot of things that I say. It's a lot of things that Cordell say that we don't like, but we express that to each other. So we respect that boundary.
Yeah. And I think that a lot of people, another thing, somebody said it, truth has become the characteristic of a hater. Yeah, it's like as soon as you tell the truth, oh, you hate it. No, I'm just stating facts.
No, it's the truth.
I think another thing is people don't even know about conflict resolution. Meaning I can disagree with you and not be against you. You can also make decisions that I may not like. Like we always talk about when Orvis kicked me to the curb. Orvis kicked me to the curb to pursue something she really believed in. Right? She was like, don't come around here no more, partner. I'm trying to work this thing out. Right? I was crushed. because I used to come to her house every day after work. And we used to listen to Life. Remember Life Jennings? But the respect part was I had to allow her to figure it out. And when it didn't work, I didn't say, see, I told you. I was just glad to be right back with my friend. And we together. Hey, that's what happened.
She didn't want to say it.
I love
But no, I don't know why you laughing.
Yes, we had a similar.
That's exactly what happened.
Or Lou
We
Peters.
had the same situation.
We had a similar experience.
What you said, Orvis? What you say?
Yeah, that's what happened.
But nothing but death will keep me from my sister. But a lot of people don't know how to have conflict and say, you know what, at the end of the day, we're gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Some people have the forever complex, like it's just over. Like I'm gonna pick that too. I remember Cordell did something I ain't like. I was like, that kind of pissed me off. And then I move on. You know how we do it now. Like, move on. He was like stunned on the phone, like, if I go, don't hang up. We got more to talk about. I just didn't like that part. Let's move on. He was like, oh, were you mad? No, I was just mad about that. He was like, what is that?
Really?
Yeah, because the funny thing is that's how me and Misha talk. And always we mad about that thing. We're not mad over everything.
Yeah.
We're like, don't do that no more. Okay, and we move on. You just don't do it no more.
Yeah. You how to do that?
Huh?
Can you teach me how to do that?
Oh, it's real easy. You gotta have a high level of don't give up, and then you can add it in there. Because we know at the end of the day we're gonna be friends, and you'll get over it, and we're gonna keep on over it. But it's mother stuff I gotta tell you, so don't be mad too long because we gotta keep talking.
Right.
Time to time.
What'd you say, Misha?
I said you'll check me from time to time.
But you know what though? But I'm seeing what a lot of people call issues is really just conflict resolution. They don't know how to, because a lot of people have not. And we talked about this one time on the show. It's like if me and my wife argue in front of the kids, we resolve it in front of the kids. Because a lot of us grew up in a generation where you didn't see the makeup.
Right.
You'll see somebody storm out and all of a sudden, oh, daddy back? When he come back? Yeah. It's like, so people grow up not really knowing how to handle conflict and they get mad and they walk off. Well, no, you can get mad, but you don't have to walk off. You don't have to leave. You don't have to yell, and you can stay and work it out.
Yeah.
Learning how to argue.
Yeah. Conflict doesn't. What do you say, Orvis?
You have to learn how to argue. I totally agree with that.
Oh, yeah. Conflict doesn't have to be negative either. Conflict can simply just be different points of view and people coming to a common ground. Or conflict resolution can just be people have different viewpoints and they come to a common ground. I said it last week, and I say it every week that when coming to a common ground is not losing any ground. You don't lose anything by coming to common ground. You know, you're actually coming to a place of understanding and compassion when you come to common ground.
Michelle, who came in late, said, but when I do, it's always a problem. We don't know which part.
Yeah, we don't know. And it's probably not true either. So. And
then she said exactly, she probably was agreeing with Lenance for some reason.
Probably.
Which means it was wrong.
And that is not in the form of truth. That's true hating.
Kevin said that black people are too sensitive, especially dudes.
I can't agree with that.
But that's true, though. I agree with that. Let me tell you why. I feel this way.
But go ahead.
I feel like it's easier for a black man to tell a black woman, like, hey, don't do that, rather than a black man to tell another black man, hey, don't do that, because they're sensitive and then they automatically get aggressive. Whereas a black woman would be like, oh, what did I do? Like, how can I fix it? Whereas a black man, like, what you mean? Like, you want to fight? Like, they take it in an aggressive way. So black men are sensitive when it comes to things like that.
I don't know, but when you meet these black women that raised me, I'm just saying, you know, like we didn't grow up in that. We didn't grow up in that environment. It ain't no like you'll get shunned by a woman in the heartbeat in my household.
Yeah, I didn't grow up. I didn't grow up like that either. I grew up getting checked by mom and dad and being like, "You do something wrong, you fix it, or you talk about it and you make it right."
And I am one. My wife is. She'll tell you. I tell a dude if he's doing something wrong. I don't care where it is. Wrong is wrong, and I don't think everything has to be confrontational.
Yeah.
And I think that we are such on the defense, meaning, oh, if I say something against you, that means it's an attack. No, I'm not attacking you. If you do something foul, you do something foul. We can move on.
Yeah.
And I'm too old. I'm not going to sit here and fight and argue with you either.
That's what I'm not going to do. I'm not gonna do that. And that's one reason why I stay away from internet arguments, because I'm not about to spend all that energy arguing with you on the internet. No, we can have discussion in real life. Like, I'm not about to do that because internet arguments rarely, if ever, change people's minds. So I'll discuss some stuff with some people or whatnot, but internet arguments, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
You know what, Tara Lynn Johnson Henry? Mama, don't be agreeing with that. You know, my mama is messy, man. That is petty Lois Lane. Petty Lois Lane. I love Orvis. She is strictly, I said what I said. If you would have met her mama, Velma Lee, that's who it is. Like, she don't be saying that. She just be humming and agreeing. She's like, yeah, that's her mama. So you like, what you say? Oh, she said that. She just in agreeing. She's like,
All right, what's the next one?
Okay.
Okay, what's the next question, Jay?
Man, I'm laughing too hard. People treating their kids like toys and with the utmost respect.
Disrespect.
Is it disrespect?
Did you?
People treating their kids like toys and with the utmost disrespect.
Oh, I thought you said respect.
I probably said respect. Hold on, I don't know. Y'all tell me what I said. Disrespect, though.
Okay.
That's those my property parents.
Yeah. I'm not a parent, so I'm gonna stay out of this, but I've seen that.
Wait, what? What's the question? I mean, I'm a little bit confused.
Like, people, I can give you a good example. People who want to like dress up their kids, make them look all cute all the time, don't want them to say anything, treat them like they're their property, but as soon as
why is it of their business though?
No, as soon as they do something, they disrespecting the kid, like calling the kid all them cuss words outside of their name and all of that. I done seen it, and I can't stand it, to be honest, because youth can't stand up for them. Kids can't stand up for themselves, and a kid is not just a kid; they are little humans,
right?
And I think that you're a bully if you sitting there berating and disrespecting your kids, and I don't like bullies. Call a parent if you want to, but you ain't got to disrespect kids.
Yeah.
No.
You can't do that. You say what?
I say you should never disrespect your baby or tear them down. You should always be the one to build them up so that they could come to you and trust you. If you hurt your child, they're not going to be the first person that they like. You're not going to be the first person that they want to come to because they don't have that trust in you. So you have to remember that of being a parent, like you're first base. So if they can't come to you, who they gonna go to? Other people, and that's what you don't want. So,
yep. And sometimes people, this is the part that people don't want to accept. A lot of the relationships we dealing with is the result of how we were raised.
Yeah, yeah.
And people want to blame everybody else, but sometimes the true damage that you exposed to start in the home.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And we confront everybody else and hold everybody else accountable. And to Adrian's point, we don't hold mom and dad accountable.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't hold brothers and sisters accountable. We don't hold cousins accountable. And for what? Because they family? No. You don't disrespect anybody for no reason.
Yep.
You defend yourself in times when you're threatened, but disrespect, I mean,
yeah,
I just don't see the point.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of brothers right now who out there who have very, very volatile relationships with women because they have volatile relationships with their mom, but because of the borderline sacred relationship that is a black man and his mother, they can't have a conversation because they're afraid that their mom is going to take it disrespectful. They're afraid that they're going to be disrespectful to their mom. But there's stuff like that needs, those conversations need to happen.
I had to learn when dealing with my children. I have a 21-year-old and almost 18-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
I had to learn that the way you approach them
mm-hmm.
is how they react to what you're approaching them with, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So if I come to Aaron and I'm you know what I'm saying? He's gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna slip, slide, and hide, trying to get out of it, whatever's going on. You know what I'm saying? But I had to learn to come to them and have a conversation instead of cussing them out. Because I am my mother's child.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a good cusser. I'm real good at it.
Yeah.
So
use some compound words as well.
I'm the best.
Yes.
So, I had to learn how to approach my children so that they would start coming to me. If Aaron got in a fight, I knew why he got in the fight. And most times I agreed with him. I ain't gonna even lie. I would have did the same thing. So,
I love her.
I'm privy to a lot of information due to my openness with them.
Mm-hmm.
I used to raise them like I was raised, hitting them, and all that ain't even necessary because I still did what I wanted to do, even though I got them whoopings and the beatings. I still did what I wanted to do. That didn't stop a thing. So I realized I can't relate to my children like that because they not gonna even. It's not gonna turn into what I wanted to be. That's just it just doesn't. But now they call me. They don't live here. They call, I love you. I know it's real. They're at the age now that I know that's a genuine response to me. If they need something, if it's something going down with the little girlfriend's job, school, whatever, they come to me. And I can appreciate that. But that's because I changed how I came to them when they did something wrong. So I get that.
And I would say to that point too, though, because of how you raised your kids and the conversations we had, I know that I brought some of those things over into how I raised my kids. So when you talk about influence, because we don't like all the hollering and yelling. Now I can yell with the best of them because first of all, I'm Southern. I can go up 10 octaves real quick. but on the other side, it's like I talk to my kids and try to get their understanding. Some people say, oh, well, that's disrespect, or you shouldn't allow them to express themselves. No, they don't learn how to express themselves at home. How do you expect them to express themselves at school, in any other relationships or any other interactions? And we laugh about this because I've always treated the boys with respect. Now, I discipline them too, but to this day, they still talk to me like they did when they were kids. And it's funny because it's that mutual respect. I said, I'm gonna love on these boys because I knew as a black man, even though I was 19 when Aaron was born, the world was gonna be 3 times harder on him because he's a black man. And I loved on that boy. I showed him everything that I could possibly show him, took him to school, everything. And we still have respect. And I have never had to ask Aaron to tell me the truth. He has always told me the truth from day one, and that's because we had that mutual respect. So good job on raising them kids.
Yeah, definitely. Salute.
Adrian said, I don't think parents should treat their children anyway. You don't want a stranger to treat them. I agree.
Right.
Sean said, I know some kids that are better off going to other people for advice and emotional support. Their situations at home are way too toxic. Kids do need some sort of balance. To Lupita's point, Ms. Joy said, I approach my mama respectfully. And I approach my daddy respectfully and disrespectfully. My mother is understanding and tries to adjust to benefit and strengthen our relationship. My daddy, well.
Okay.
Well, I mean, Jay know how I am with my kids. He's seen me in action with my children, and I feel like even as Ava gets older, we have a lot of conversations. We talk about a lot. And it was a situation where she opened up to me about something, and one of the little girls was like, "Dang, you tell your mom everything." And I was like, "You need to let her know I'm your BFF, boo." You know, we have those conversations like there's no secrets between us. There's nothing that you cannot come and sit down and talk to me about, and we we have a conversation about it. And that's the one thing that I love that I have with Ava is we can have those conversations regardless if it's about boys, if it's about school. I'll use an example. She came to me the other day and she said, "Mom, I just want normal friends." And I'm recapping work. And I said, "Well, what do you mean by that?" She's like, "I feel like I'm always getting the friends that have depression issues, mom and daddy issues." And this is what I said to her as I'm typing. I said, "Well, Ava, have you thought about that? Maybe that's your ministry." And she looked at me and she said, "Well, Mama, what do you mean by that?" I said, "If you are gravitating towards these young girls that have emotional issues or that self-esteem issues or parental issues, then maybe there's a ministry behind it." So my best advice that I can give you is you might need to pray and ask God to show you what your ministry is so that you can utilize it to the best of your potential. And I get it. Does it emotionally and mentally drain her? Probably so. But these young ladies are coming to you for a reason. And it could be what I pour into you, they see it and they're coming to you, and you just need to take what I pour into you and pour it back into them. It's easy.
Yeah.
It's real easy. It's a cycle. I was like, because whatever it is that they're not getting at home, you can pour back into them. And I get it. I understood her outcry because sometimes you just want those normal friends where you don't have to feel like you always have to be there for them. And she's like, sometimes, I just want to be able to talk to my friends and just have a good time and not be able to be their counselor. And I was like, it's not being a counselor, you're being a friend. Understand what friends mean. That's what true friends are. They're there for each other. Regardless of what we're going through, we're going to be there for each other. We're going to go through the ups and downs. And it's going to be times where I feel good and there'll be times I feel bad and vice versa. So I always have this conversation, even with my stepchildren. It's just like it's a straight open book. You can come and sit down and talk to me and I'm going to hold you accountable. It may not be what you want to hear. It may not be what, I may not agree with everything that you do, but I'm always give you 100%. If it's wrong, it's wrong. I'm not rocking with you because it's wrong. Because if I rock with you, if it's wrong, then that means that everything that you do in life, I'm going to have to continue to keep that process going. And that's not how it's done. And life will teach you accountability. I'm teaching it to you now. You got to learn to be accountable for what you do in this world. Everything that you do, there's an accountability for it. Okay, that's my 2 cents.
No, you preach the word.
Word. You let earth on us. Like
you don't
JB,
tell us don't complain.
Yeah, like JB, you let earth on us. You and Mars somewhere.
But I do think that we do need to examine the way that we parent. And when we talk about parents, like parents, we need to exercise boundaries too, because one of the things that we talk about, like when we go to Columbia and we go to Miss Misha's house, we know that our kids are in a safe space. And we know if Misha get one, she get them all. See, that community part is lost. And we can't say that we instill certain values, but don't instill those values with our connections. Because you got to think about what are you indirectly teaching your children. And I hear it because we did grow up in that generation. You my child. And what that mean? Yeah, you just disrespect me because I'm your.
Yep.
Man, you better learn to check them deuces because you have to decide if you stop being damaged, just like you decide stop being damaging. You can't keep thinking that you're a salvageable good and having people to keep beating on you. You have to take the decision yourself and say, I value health more than being in damaging situations and relationships. Because I guarantee you, the emotional hurt of detachment is a whole lot better than the physical and the emotional attachment of being in a damaging relationship. Because then you don't know. It's like right now we have so many people who are skeptical of love and think that we're fake because all they know is negativity.
Yeah.
So looking at me talking about, am I true? But you'll go trust that over there. And then guess what happened? When you hemmed up and need somebody, who you calling? The one you didn't trust in the beginning. And we got to really take a moment to examine, like, am I allowing myself to remain in a damaging place for the sake of respect or the sake of tenure or the sake of don't wanting to embarrass other people? No, get out, run. It's okay. Because at the end of the day, when you lay your head down, you got to have respect for yourself. And I can tell you, there is nothing worse than feeling like, dog, I made a bad choice. That stuff messes with your stomach. You can't eat, you can't think, you try to talk to people, they can't encourage it out of you because you know that you committed to something that wasn't ethical and wasn't great for your body. Let me see. Yvette said, Misha, I agree. But some friends can be too draining. When it does, it becomes not worth it. She like throw the whole friend away. Yep, Rick said it takes a village to raise a child. Right, and that same village need to be with them adults. See, that's the problem they forget. Don't leave that village. Take them with you.
Yeah.
I have nephews that are so disrespectful, and the parent guardians don't check them like they should. They don't listen to me, so I don't say anything to them. Ooh, Orvis, you remember what I used to tell the kids when they got in the edit?
I'm old now. What? I'm old.
When they used to get in, I'd be like, "What's the rule?" They be like, "Oh, when you in edit, you are ward of the state." If I can't check the kids, keep them with the mama and keep them with the daddy. I do. I don't care if I'm at church or anything. Them kids acting up, I'm like, go on over there with your mama and your daddy.
Yeah.
Keep them bad kids with them. I say something in a minute, and then they get mad. I'm gonna say something, and then if a kid disrespectful, respect your mama, respect your daddy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it. I don't care. I tell you, I don't care. I ain't no killer, but don't push me. I'm trying my best to provide that village for my son. Well, bring them on around us too.
Yeah, we see you, Rick.
But you know what, Jay? On the far as the village, I don't think the village is what it used to be when we were children. I don't know if any of you agree with it. You know, if my village was very large. So, and being that I'm a humongous family, if someone knew my mother and said, "Oh, I know your mama," that made me fearful because you've chastised me. Now I got to go home and I got to deal with Maryland. So that means I'm going to get it twice, you know? So it almost made me feel like I always had to kind of walk that straight road because I came from such a big family. And even though I had aunts and older cousins that chastised me or that was on me, I always knew that I had to come back home to my mama. Because even though they may have said something to me, I've got to deal with my mama. Now these days, you can't say nothing to nobody's child. Because if you say something, then the parents are offended. I always said, if you see my kids doing something in the street that they shouldn't be doing, I give you permission to check them. Check
Will it do?
And then you call me and say, look, I checked your child and be like, thank you, I'm going to get her when she get home. I'm old school, so I'm not going to be that parent that going to be like, I don't give you permission to check my kid. If we're friends and I know you and you know your kids, that's the thing. You know your children. So you should know if somebody come and tell you something about your child, you should know if it's true or not. But if you come and you tell me something that Ava did and I'm like, Ava did that? Oh, I'm going to get her when she get home. Thank you for checking her. Thank you for telling me you checked her. But I'm going to get her when she get home.
But you know what though? But saying it don't exist, Misha, is saying like we don't exist. So that's why I struggle with it. Like I get it. Because like, for instance, when Leilani had her issue, we drove right on down to Columbia and we was like, talk to Miss Misha. Me and Lita, both. You talk to her, and guess what? The issue was solved. We're like, we're gonna tell Miss Misha. Sometimes it depends on the situation. Knowing your village. You know your village, and you should know. But here's the other thing, guys. Some of us are embarrassed to ask for help. And I don't care nothing about pride when it comes to a life. So even if I don't know you, your kid out there doing something that's gonna put themselves in danger, I'm gonna say something. But you're gonna be mad with your kid alive. Your feelings gonna be hurt, but your kid gonna be alive. And I'm gonna tell you, don't bring your kid around me. Don't bring your kid to a lovely function. Don't bring your kid to my house. Don't bring your kid in my vicinity. If you want me to say nothing to your kid, if your kid mess up. I have every right to say that. Just like we talked about boundaries, my boundary is if your kid come and do something to mess up my peace, I'm gonna tell the kid and the kid parent. Because now you're sending a message to my kids that's gonna mess up what I got going on.
And you're pretty much saying that their behavior is okay, and the kids can mimic that behavior. And now you
and my kids gonna be
no God.
Right. And my kids slick with it too, and they'll be like, "You ain't say that to Tommy." See, now you about to get beat up for Tommy. I remember when your teacher in the church grew up with or lived near you, you couldn't do nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. My mom talk about that all the time, all the time.
Them small towns, I'm telling you, where everybody know everybody.
See, I think that's what it is, because I'm from the city, and it's like we don't go
to Louisiana, Southwest.
Listen, okay, my mama is from the city, but I mean from Junction City, but I am from California. Okay.
San Diego, man. That's like Atlanta.
She said what she said.
Yeah, she said what she said. Okay, guys, we done made it to that time.
Sure have. At least we cut into some of the topics today.
But thank y'all for coming on, man, because I was really in a bad mood, and y'all really made me feel good.
Y'all the life of the party, for real.
Glad about it.
Look at Lynette. What are you looking at?
You know.
She multitasking and stuff.
What?
I said multitasking. I didn't even say a whole lot. See, look at you.
She's like, what?
Exactly. Thought I said something else.
So this is where we do positive brother shout out. So Lynette and Orvis, this is your first time being on like this.
No, it's my second.
I said like this. So it's just a friendship thing that don't listen.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
See. Now
so this is where we do a positive brother shout out, where you shout out, men that are doing great things in a community that you want to recognize.
Oh, I gotta think about that one.
Oh, Kevin said.
Kevin, stay around a while, bro. We have women on the show all the time, brother. We believe in balance over here, bro.
Maya said, "Can't believe this Thursday already."
Yeah.
Says my wife.
Oh, never mind, bro. My bad. Tell her we believe in balance. We have women on the show all the time.
She said she missed the whole thing. Look, Maya said, "Hey, Misha."
Hey, Maya.
Hey, Maya. I love her.
You just love everybody. So anyway, this is the positive brother shout out. Lynette, you got it.
No. Orvis go first.
I would really like to see how it's done, but let me just say, positive brother shout. You said shout out. Shout out. Okay. Shout out. Whatever. I would just have to.
Out, girl.
Okay. Cool. Fine. Shout out. So
yes.
I would just like to maybe shout out you guys. I don't know too many positive brothers out there doing anything in the community per se, other than taking care of their personal families and things like that.
That's shout out perfect.
No. I told a lie. Brother Trav Goodright. I did tell a lie.
Mm-hmm.
Brother Trav Goodright. Brother Trav. His name is last name is Wright. He and his wife, but we're doing positive brother shout out. They do positive things in the community. We got a few Ray Montana, people doing things in the community here in Augusta. So it's getting a little better. It's a little different. So I do know some. Yeah. Let me shout out y'all out. Yeah. Shout out.
Girl, you better stop acting like you're from Huntsville and just going to say that shout out and call it
I
that.
don't have pretty teeth. So I have a
Oh, my bad. You're from Augusta. You're from Augusta now?
stuff. Yeah.
Okay, Nance, it's on you.
Okay, so my positive brother shout out would probably go to both of you guys because this is in the future. But when my pod truck gets there, both of you guys will be helping me clean it out of the community.
I will call all my frat brothers.
I'll call the bros too.
And the girls.
So be prepared to cook, or at least provide some pizza and some Gatorade.
Y'all got Little Caesars?
What? No. Man, don't do us like that.
She said Mellow Tuesdays.
Pizza Hut me, please.
Mellow.
Please. Or mellow mushroom.
We got mellow mushroom?
Mellow mushroom me, please.
Okay, I'm not going to talk about Pizza Hut because it may be a future endorsement. Yes. Yes,
Okay,
Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut pizza is fine. It's delicious.
Finish the shout out with this.
Oh, y'all waiting on me?
Lynette, that's it? Just us two?
Okay. I mean,
I'll take it.
yeah, that's it.
Okay.
And Aaron.
We appreciate it. We love you too.
Shout out the home team, my baby Aaron. That's it.
Okay.
It's on you, Miss Misha.
Misha got the spotlight.
Well, I'm gonna spotlight you and Cordell because I think the last 2 times I was here, I did my husband and then I did my brother, and I'm like everyone else. I'm like, who in the world can I spotlight? It's late. I'm tired. So I'm gonna spotlight Jay and Cordell. I'm super proud of you guys, especially Jeremy. I'm calling your whole government name because you do me like this.
Ooh.
And your name is a whole lot worse.
It really is, and you better.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm super proud of the both of y'all, though, especially for the brother empowerment and the things that you bring to awareness and make it a discussion that we all can have open, live discussions about it. No one's judged on the way that they think, their views, or anything. And I just think it's so amazing. So I salute you guys. And so you're the ones that I would highlight for tonight.
Definitely appreciate that. Thank you, Misha. We love you. You know, you're still our fans. We love you.
Thank you, Misha.
Yeah.
You're welcome. I love y'all.
Love you too, Miss Misha.
I didn't get a I love you. I just got complaints.
Actually, we both said we love you. See, that's that not listening.
And Lynette, I text you, I love you, and you don't even say you love me back. You give me little abbreviations of I love you too. She be like, LY2. No, I wrote I love you. LY2.
Yeah, we did say we love you, Lynette, but you weren't listening to us. But it's okay. We'll say it now. Love you. All right, I guess it's on me.
I have deep affection for you. Just I love you.
So I always start off every week acknowledging the brother Jay because this right here was an endeavor that both of us just started and said we're gonna see how it goes and we're gonna do it. So we've been here doing this thing every week, and when I had to take me a little break, he held it down. When he couldn't be here that one time, I held it down. So man, I had to shout out to Jay for real because this is, and we doing this thing together, and we're having conversations and doing these community things that we're doing, and really being a safe space for people. We're doing that together, and so I couldn't have picked anyone better to do that with because I don't know who else I would have. There's no one else I could have chosen. If you even blindfolded me and just said pick somebody, I couldn't have picked anybody. So I will shout out Brother Jay. Also, I will shout out all the brothers that are on the live that are definitely supporting us. Deshaun, Sean, Kevin, all you brothers, that are on here. Just Antoine, cousin Antoine, our new cousin. You know, so
he been in this family for a while now.
Okay, all right. So yeah,
that's just cousin Antoine at this point.
Yeah, you got tenure now, bro. But all you brothers too that are that support, that come on, provide your input, and that are also doing your thing offline too. That needs to be recognized as well. And shout out to you, brothers. Shout out to the brothers too that are finding themselves and having those conversations and doing their healing. And they may not, they're not visible up here, but they're doing their thing, and they may watch this later on, or there may be somebody that somebody shared with them, or somebody shared this with them. So shout out to those brothers as well, because those are positive brothers. So yeah, that's what I got.
Well, I only be echoing what you're saying, but bro, thank you. Thank you for helping me do this, because I literally would not have done this. People think I'm joking, but if you know me, you know I wouldn't have done this had it not been for you helping support that. I thank you for becoming a brother, family, all of those great things. I thank you also for taking on leadership roles of Love is a Parable. Feels good. So I really do appreciate that. But I also, for some strange reason, I'm gonna tell you, it just dropped on me. A special shout out to those brothers who are reconciling right now. Those brothers who thought about leaving your family, thought about, leaving your spouse, but didn't, and you're working with that right now. Brother, I appreciate you for working it out, and it's uncomfortable, but you will get through it. And thank you for staying there. And you're basically instilling a new value into your entire family structure. Yeah. You're not a punk and you're not a chump for staying. Yeah. You are doing a great job. You just got to believe and trust the whole process. So the brothers that are going through reconciliation, those who are in transition, brothers, you got us. Just know that you can reach out and you're not alone. Brothers who have to make a tough decision right now. You got enough information to make the decision. Just trust your instinct. Trust who you are. All of my brothers, all 50 of them, Darren, Vincent, Rodney, Tremel, Mike Jr., Brian, and Jacob. I love all of you, and I thank you for all the things that you're doing. My best friend, Tron, my boy, JR, my boy, Demetrius. I'm so grateful to have male friends who are also married to their baby mama and are instilling a new definition and a new standard. Thank you for holding down behind the scenes and doing great things. Rick and all the parents out here, all the male parents, especially single male parents, thank you for changing the narrative and deconstructing the construct. But also, I definitely want to just say this is like, what makes a man is not just his relationship with other men, but his relationship with women. And so what we wanted to show you guys tonight is that even though we're men, we do have female friends that we can trust, that we can talk to, we receive guidance from, and we become better men because we do take heed and we do listen. We do sometimes just don't know, and they help us figure things out. And they are not a distraction or detraction from our family. They are an addition to our family, and they are what we need to get through. So thank you, brothers who are listening and valuing our sisters. Please continue to do so because they bring so much to the dynamic. They are part of our village. So like we tell people every Thursday, if you feel that nobody in this world loves you, or you don't have anybody that you can reach out to, you just met 5 people who do. Reach out to us at loveisaparable.com. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, don't hesitate to contact us and share this with a brother that might need it. All right. Y'all have a wonderful night. Love you guys.
See y'all next week.
Thank you.